Justin. I feel like we could talk all about that because the whole, this whole goodbye, this Mickey goodbye gave everyone goosebumps. Obviously had everyone tearing up. But here in Michigan, mid-Michigan, there's a spooky display that might be doing the same. More goosebumps, not necessarily crying, but maybe more screaming.
Well, when I scream, sometimes I start crying.
Right?
But we've all heard of haunted houses and haunted halls. But what about a haunted yard? So Claudia, tell us about this. Where can we find one of these?
Yeah, so it all started when one Mason woman decided she wanted to share her love for Halloween with others. She simply couldn't keep it all to herself, so she turned her yard into a graveyard. Check it out.
You aren't afraid of little me, are you? Why, I love this time of year, with the dead leaves all around us.
Halloween's always kind of been my thing.
And the darkness wraps around us like a mildewing blanket.
You're not afraid of the dark, are you? Let's find out.
When I was really young, my dad used to do Christmas about as big as I do Halloween. And so it was just something that I always remembered. It was a really fond memory of my childhood.
Samantha Beard always knew decorating for the holidays would be a part of her life like it was when she was a kid. But when she got to decorating for Christmas, it just wasn't doing the trick.
Halloween's always kind of been my thing. And when I started to do Christmas, it just didn't have the same feeling. And I started with a small, modest graveyard.
It was modest then. But today, that graveyard has expanded into a full-blown haunted yard, welcoming many permanent residents over the years.
And it grew from there, and now my dad will come and kind of help me sometimes, and it's just a good childhood memory.
What started out as a small hobby has turned into a full-blown passion. Today, Samantha's yard features all things spooky, from the dead to the half-dead, to the enchanted in a walk-through haunted experience. Her family loves it just as much as she does, but Samantha's wife did have to get used to coming home to a yard full of zombies.
She was into it at first, right away, but did not nearly have the level of commitment that I did. But over time, she's become a super fan, and she fully supports it now.
But over time, the ghouls and the headless have grown on her. Samantha says she might even consider them her friends, because some of them are friendly.
Tell us all how it is that you've ended up in our company.
Very distinguished.
He is a gentleman, yes. He is certainly a gentleman.
But others aren't as accepting of humans.
He really freaks people out.
And some tolerate the mortals who dare to enter.
He's like a good transition from like the haunted pumpkin patch to the graveyard. Because he's like a skeleton, but also like a viney pumpkin guy.
He's really one with nature, I like that.
He really is. This is a pet cemetery.
But caring for these scary creatures is a full-time gig. And over the years, she's had to retire some of her crew.
There's a whole waterproofing process. You have to like electrical tape all the connections. I do lose animatronics every so often. You'll see them, they're static props now.
They're still scary, spooky, and dead. Some are just a little more dead. It's a lot of work, but it's time and effort Samantha is willing to make because she wants others to enjoy Halloween like she does.
It's good for two, and then older people like it too. It's not too spooky. There's nothing gory or anything that's going to jump out at you too much. I say too much because sometimes my kid will hide in there. I just stand back here and just smile at all of them while they're going off.
And those smiles are enough to keep her going.
I think at this point I can't quit. So there's a whole community that counts on it. My family is really into it. I hope to carry on the tradition with my son, and hopefully that it lasts a really long time.
And you can walk through Samantha's haunted yard Sunday through Thursday, 8 to 10 p.m., and Friday and Saturday, 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. And we'll have that address on Facebook. Rochelle, Nicole, do you think you can handle it?
I'm the crybaby of this, okay? I told you I'm the one who will scream and cry.
I love it. I'm excited to go. I love the different kinds and the colors behind it. Very, very fun. I'll be excited to see it like at night.
Only if you can hold me, okay?
Oh my goodness, you'll be fine.
Well, we are just